buy a fucking rotary.
What that guy said.
Oh yeah. That's tremendous. That's well, we got it started.
This is what we bought. Why did we buy it?
It was cheap.
It was cheap. That is why we bought it.
Reason one, it was cheap.
It was cheap. We knew that it starts, runs, drifts.
Yes.
And the guys who drove it here absolutely drifted it here.
Yes.
It was very, very warm when it arrived. But it is the 190 horsepower version of the RX8.
190 PS.
We paid £500.
Which is potato scones, I think.
193 potato scones. Works done so far.
Plugs, coils, leads, decat, O2 sensor.
All the stuff that goes wrong with it, basically.
Yes. That's
Coolant header tank.
Coolant header tank.
Because it was cracked.
Not cracked like overheating cracked. Cracked, the cap had broken on it.
Yeah. And we've pulled some interior.
A little bit.
Sausage. He's been a pest.
You'll be dead if you keep eating garbage.
He'll be dead if he keeps eating trash. Needs a hydro handbrake. Needs smaller wheels because it's got 18s on it at the moment, and those are going to be far too expensive.
And for sale.
So this will do us for a while, I'm sure. The engine has rumours of being very unreliable.
No. They're unreliable.
Have you ever had to do something like this? Pumping engine oil into the intake manifold in order to get this stupid fucking car to compress and start. Because we think it's flooded, and this is what the manual says.
Is his answer? Yes, every time.
Yes, every time I start it. I heard on RX8 would burn a lot of oil. Maybe this is it.
I don't think it's what they meant.
Yeah, because the car sat for almost 2 weeks, it got flooded. The first time we tried to crank it, too much petrol, and it wouldn't start. But the weird thing is that the fix for that is dumping engine oil into the intakes. Better now, but it's as long as it doesn't need that every time we take it to the track. That would just be a nightmare. You imagine the embarrassment of rolling up in this thing and having to pour oil in the inlets.
We would get a lot of.
And then Black Week.
You shouldn't have bought a Mazda.
Shouldn't have bought a Mazda.
You shouldn't have bought a rotary.
Like,
but it sounds nice.
It sounds awesome.
It's nice.
Show you some footage of when it arrived and how filthy it was, and some of the stuff we've pulled out. Came with a load of loose change. That was nice.
Does that seatbelt, does that armrest work properly?
Armrest.
Does it slide back?
They've got arse warmers.
Is it still intact? Oh,
It's got money.
Money! IKEA screws!
Money! What is this worth money, this bit?
If that works, it's worth money.
It works.
Yeah, that's about it. Yeah, RX8. Drift wagon. This is our drift car for now. Temperamental starting issues, rough running.
Rough running might be because of the
Bonnet vents everywhere for cooling.
Yes.
And we're going to need a lot of tyres. We've taken the airbox out because it's so heavy, and it blocks a lot of area where we could cool the engine. But it's a bargain, really. If nothing else, it's an interesting project to do a build on.
What'll give out first, the gearbox or the engine? Or the diff or the drive shafts?
So that's it, that's the build. More videos coming soon on that. Thank you to Stuart for your advice so far, and
yes,
for taking us out. Stuart, Stephen. Thank you. Right, thanks for watching, everyone. More like buttons and stuff, and subscribe if you want to see, follow the build that we're doing. And we're on Facebook and Instagram and stuff too. Yeah, build. Mostly deconstruction and repair for servicing. Servicing and stripping stuff out.
Yeah, we've got to change oil.
Yeah, and we've got to try and do something with the knuckles, because the steering hubs apparently don't have a lot of snooch. If you have an RX8 and you have any tips to give us, in the thing below, and especially if you've got an RX8 drift build and you've got anything, advice that you can give to us, that would be really helpful.
But tips. Oh, you keyboard warriors? No, just go away, please.
Yeah, it won't help if you tell us you should have bought a BMW.
You should have bought a BMW.
Why didn't you buy a Skyline R33?
Yeah.
Money? And because we didn't want to just do the same thing as everyone else. This might be shit, but at least we'll have done something
slightly different.
Because I seem to have forgotten my wallet.
Wait,
I'm dreadfully sorry. Let me just... yeah.
Like, I don't not like BMWs. I just didn't want another BMW on the drift
Yeah.
tank. I didn't want to be the 6th BMW go around the drift tank that day.
Yeah. So this on track, giant pink Pokemon up the side.
Or something else. Suggestions also.
Suggestions
Decorations
for the, suggestions of decorate. It's not paint, it's decoration. Yeah, so if you've got any advice you can give us, proper advice, not just slagging us for buying an RX8.
Because we know
know it's got its problems.
Yeah.
We've already experienced
Done that
some
today.
of them. Yeah.
Sponsored
By oil. Yeah. If you own an oil company and you would like to give us some oil, we could probably use it.
Get out of here, you lot. Go on.
Yeah.
Get out.
Go on, go somewhere else. Go and watch one of Stuart's videos or something.
Yeah, watch your videos.
Those-
Someone who knows
watch
how to
his-
drift.
Yeah. Oh fuck! Nearly fell over.